Hello, fellas and the ladies. The SAG Awards are on Sunday, the last ones before the Oscars. Holy shit. We're finally here. The most chaotic seasons we've had in quite some time is finally coming to an end. But first we got SAG, so let's do that first. There's only 6 categories, just acting. This could be very, very telling. Given what has been happening in the race with Honora, this could also be telling, but also it could also just be like, if it won nothing, I'd be like, alright, who cares? Start off with Stunt Ensemble, why not? I feel like a lot of people are going to say Dune. In fact, if I go on Awards Expert, I feel like, Community says Dune. 65% say Dune. Which is possible, it could just be that. It is clearly the strongest one here. Well, that's not true, actually Wicked is, but Wicked's not going to win Stunts. I do think it's obviously Dune or it's Fall Guy. I mean, Dune 1 didn't even win, Stunts. I mean, this one could. I don't think that disqualifies this one. I do think No Time to Die is a little more stunty than Dune, and it was strong enough. But honestly, I don't think it's easy by any means. But honestly, I think that this is going to be the Fall Guy. I'm pretty set in that Fall Guy is going to win. I mean, it's a movie about stunt. It started a huge conversation about stunt recognition and it would make sense for it to be recognized. The biggest thing going against it is that it's the Fall Guy. It's not a very popular film. And I wouldn't say it's that critically acclaimed either. The stunt movie. Why wouldn't it, in a way? Supporting actor. You will not see me entertain the alts. I think this is simple. This is going to be Kieran Culkin. Even if it's not Kieran Culkin, he's still going to win the Oscar. Done entertaining a snub, we can move on. We got supporting actress. This is going to be Zoe Saldana. I think she's going to survive the Emilia Perez fallout. I do think there's a path for Ariana Grande. I do think SAG could be really good to Wicked. If she won SAG, I would say Zoe still wins the Oscar. I think because voting's done before the ceremony begins, I don't know how much effect this would have. In terms of, gaining momentum, you don't win just... I mean, I know Jamie Lee Curtis did, obviously, but, I don't think anyone's going to pull that off. Would also apply to Best Actor, which we'll get to. But I do think, if Wicked's going to win Ensemble, I don't think it's insane to think that Grande could also win, but I don't know. I feel like Zoe is just on a hot streak. I feel like everyone's on board. This is Zoe's time. Moving on to Best Actor. This is clearly Chalamet versus Brody. But frankly, I kept on saying this, and it just keeps on being Brody. Now, obviously, there's a difference this time around, which is that, the Brutalist didn't do very well here, and Complete Unknown crushed to get everything it could have gotten. 4 nominations to Brutalist's 1. This is Brody's only nomination. But I've always said this the whole time, and I stand by it. I don't really see what's so obviously baity about Chalamet's performance outside of the fact that Bob Dylan was real. It's the nature of the performance, for sure, and Chalamet crushed it, but, it's a very emotionally blank performance. Whereas Brody's doing it all. I think he's a lot baitier than Chalamet is. Maybe not at SAG, but overall the Brutalist is strong. Did you know that A Complete Unknown is the only Best Picture nominee that has won nothing? Not a single award has gone to A Complete Unknown. Brutalist is a top 3er at best for Best Picture. Again, we've seen it countless times. DeBose was the sole nominee for West Side Story. She still won because she was sweeping. Charlize Theron's movie Bombshell had 4 nominations, including Ensemble. Scarlett Johansson's movie had 3. And it still went to Renee Zellweger. It still went to the sweeper. I am just going to predict Adrian Brody. I think even if... I'm not underestimating Chalamet here, but I also think even if Chalamet wins this, Brody's going to win the Oscar no matter what. I feel like we just kind of are creating a race because we're scared of biopics. So I'm not entertaining Chalamet anymore. Done with it. Maybe he wins here. It's not impossible. They did clearly like the movie. But you know what? I'm not doing it. Complete Unknown has 0 momentum. Nothing. And what, now it's just gonna win Best Actor at SAG? Give me a fucking break. Best Actress. This is, I think, the race that we're all looking at the closest. It's gonna be Demi Moore. It's gonna be Mikey Madison. I don't think Cynthia Erivo's gonna win. I don't believe in that unless they really like Wicked. Which they did, in fairness. I do think that Mikey Madison is in the race no matter what, whereas if Demi Moore loses this, it's kind of over. Honora's having a field day with the guilds. It did well with nominations here. It got everything it really could have gotten with Yora and Mikey and Ensemble. Obviously, Mikey is hot off of a BAFTA victory. But also, I don't need to tell you, Demi has the momentum in a way, and she has the narrative. I think that when it comes to actors, that's who they'd want to award more. When it comes to the Oscars, maybe there's a little something there for Mikey still. But, with Demi Moore, she's playing an aging actress. She's got a close connection to that story in a way. Whereas Mikey's the new girl on the block. She is. She is 25. I don't know if that does anything, but she is 25. Y'all were making a fucking fit a couple years ago about how the only reason Austin Butler lost because he was young. This woman is, I think, 6 years younger? I do think Demi Moore has an advantage here, whether or not Mikey wins the Oscar. It does feel a little weird to be saying, guilds are going really hard. I mean, we're talking a movie that won DGA, PGA, and WGA. WGA expectingly, but DGA, PGA less so. I don't know, maybe it is just Mikey Madison and Honora wins Ensemble. It's possible. I mean, might as well get to Ensemble now. If I've said it, I'm predicting Demi Moore. I personally believe this is a 2-horse race. Conclave can win. It can be Conclave. But personally, I'm putting all my energy behind Wicked and Honora. I will, no matter what, I'm either predicting that Wicked goes home empty-handed or Honora goes home empty-handed. Honestly, actress and ensemble are the only categories I'm really fretting about. I mean, actor, I could be wrong, it could be Chalamet, but really it's just actress in this that I'm a little unsure about. Is Honora really that guy to get all 4? Is that what we're dealing with here? Or are they just gonna go Wicked? Because it got 5 nominations. Leading the most ever, tied for the most ever with Everything Ever Wants and The Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees did go home empty-handed, but that's only because Everything Ever Wants. Okay, we'll call it Pharaoh, I guess. Could have won, but no. Maybe Wicked loses out of circumstance. And Nora is you really are focusing on that ensemble a little more. Maybe it is just Honora. Fuck it. Okay, I guess I'll go with Honora. Man, they really liked Wicked. But guilds are loving Honora. I don't know. I'm just going to predict Honora to play it safe. I don't... Instinctively, I'm like, is Honora really going to be the movie that goes 4 for 4? Like the 4 Pete's of WGA, PGA, DGA, and SAG? Maybe. I don't know. It feels weird, but I guess that's what I'm going with. And that is all that I have to say. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see. I'm fully expecting that I could be really wrong. So, bye-bye.